Okay, as everyone knows here in the States, we have Thanksgiving coming up. And Thanksgiving is usually a day where most of us kind of start throwing things out the window. And it's important to do some damage control and or kind of come out of this stronger and better. So I'm going to give you guys 3 tips and 1 bonus tip at the end. So a total of 4 tips on how we're going to just like dominate our Thanksgiving this week. All right. So number 1, guys, is plan an activity. All right. So the biggest thing, number 1, is plan an activity. If you can before, if you're lucky enough, in my opinion, to not do any of the cooking, then try and plan an activity before, okay? But ideally after, okay? So whether that's a sport, whether that's like a light jog, whether that is just simply a walk, right? Just simply, if you're having, if it's just small family, big family, whatever, like just simply having a walk with your friends and or family after Thanksgiving and after Thanksgiving dinner and after like kind of feeling full, that's going to help your digestion a little bit more. And also you just burn a few extra calories. It doesn't have to be a fast-paced walk, doesn't have to be anything intense, but plan some kind of an activity, okay? Maybe you'll have had a drink or 2 by that time. It'll be a great time to catch up with old friends or family as well. So just one is plan an activity, ideally before if you can, before and after if you can, but definitely after. Okay, so that's going to be number 1, guys. It's like very simple, plan an activity after. Number 2 number 2, guys, is the beauty of Thanksgiving is lots of protein and hopefully lots of veggies in your plates. So number 1, guys, is like load up on your vegetables. All right, load up on your vegetables. It's going to be much harder, or it's going to keep you much more full to eat like 200 grams of vegetables as opposed to 200 grams of rice or whatever other sides there are. So I want you to load up on your vegetables. Have like a third of your plate be vegetables. Okay. Also, when you are eating, when you are having your meal, have your protein first. Try, like, if it's separated, obviously try and have your protein first. Okay, so like your turkey and or whatever ham or whatever protein else is there, and that's going to help keep you fuller longer, because protein helps keep you satiated and takes longer to digest. So by the time you do get to maybe some of the goodies on your plate, you're not as full. And also don't feel like you have to finish your plate and go for seconds or thirds or fourths or anything like that. If you're full after your first plate, then just be done with it. Okay. So load up on your veggies, guys, and avoid snacking. Especially like if, I don't know, like I know some people host big parties, some people host smaller parties, but usually there's usually some appetizers and chips and crackers and cheese. That's the stuff that can make or break you. Okay. Because if you, especially, especially if you're going to be going to, if there's a separate table or platter for chips and salsa, and you're like, okay, I'm only going to grab a few chips. You go grab a few chips, you come back, you go grab a few more chips. Charcuterie board. Yeah, I know how to say it now. Guys, like grabbing chips here and there. If you are going to grab chips, grab a small plate, put a few chips in there, and then be done with it. No, I'm telling you right now, do not go back for seconds on the chips, on the charcuterie board, on any other friendly little appetizers that are sitting around, because that can be an additional like 3 to 1,000 calories with the dip and going back and the chips and everything without you even knowing. Okay, load up on your vegetables. If you are going to snack a lot, prior, load up on your vegetables. You could even bring like you know, those, I think they have them at like Vaughn's and Ralph's, just those prepackaged like vegetable trays, right? And like fill up on those, right? Yeah, the veggie platter, exactly. Fill up on those. Also, quick little tip, guys. If you want some like ranch flavor, go buy Walden Farms. Okay, Walden Farms is a brand. WALDEN Farms. I'll type it in the chat. So they make a bunch of different stuff. They make a really good like pancake syrup, and they make a really good ranch. So you can take that. There you go. Katie has it right there. Katie, can you tell a huge difference between the Walden Farms ranch and regular ranch? Not Topper's
really.
Ranch. Not Topper's Ranch.
There's nothing that compares to Topper's Ranch, especially when I'm in Texas and that's all I want. No, you really can't tell a very big difference. I have the honey mustard too, and I can kind of tell there. But I also have the syrup, and the syrup is super, super good too.
Yep. Where do you get it? Where do you tend to find that?
I find it at Kroger out here. Yeah, I'm out in Texas, so I find them at Kroger.
Trader Joe's, Whole Foods,
okay.
Amazon. Actually, the if you guys are local in Ventura County, the NutriShop they have some. I don't know if they have ranch, but yeah, I think a lot of the regular grocery stores carry them now. I think Ralph's carries them now, and Vaughn's as well. But you got to go into I think it's like the hippie section of the grocery store. So where they have all the gluten-free stuff and all that goodness is usually where it's at.
Yeah, it's kind of in a weird place at my grocery store too, and it's at the very, very top shelf. And I'm like, oh, so it's not in sight for like everyone looking for like dressings and stuff. It's just like kind of hidden. I had to look for it.
Yeah,
but I found it.
Yeah, you guys might find it in the dressing section, but more than likely it's usually in that like vegan or gluten-free section,
or the hippie section, as you so deem it.
Yeah, the hippie
the tree hugger section.
It's the hippie section. Nothing wrong with hippies. I'm a hippie at heart. Cool. All right, so like, yeah, you guys want some dip? Go, or if you want some ranch in particular, they have a great ranch, and the taste is amazing. Number 3, guys, I want to touch on this, and I want to. So sorry, I got 4 tips for you. Number 3 is don't deprive, but limit. Okay, don't deprive, but limit. Because 99% of the time, what's going to happen when you deprive yourself, especially if you're like if you're sitting in the same house all day, there's going to be a lot of like food and snacking going back and forth. That's not you. And if you're like, oh my gosh, so-and-so makes an amazing pecan pie, and like, I don't know how I'm going to be able to resist this. And you resist till the end of the day, and then at the end of the day you have like 3 slices. Like, I don't want you doing that. Limit yourself to it and be done with it. Okay, that being said, guys, like, I don't want anybody tracking or having a scale with them on Thanksgiving. Like, do not track. I will hunt you down. Okay, do not track your food. Enjoy your time with your friends, your family, and use the knowledge that you've learned up until this point with that on top of the tips I'm giving you on this video. So don't deprive, limit. Okay. Number 3A or 4 is have a big Friday workout. Okay, so plan your Friday. So for most of, like, if you're on a 4-day split, usually I have your leg workouts on Thursdays. You can switch it to Friday if you feel like the leg workout is like more intense than your Friday workout. But whatever your Friday workout is, I want you to have a big workout. And use these excess carbs and calories for energy, because at the end of the day, guys, the calories that you are intaking are units of energy. So let's use them for good. You're probably going to have like a great workout on this day. You're going to have like a great pump because you have like a lot of probably excess calories and or carbs. And just like enjoy this workout, because there's not many days that you're going to feel this kind of this type of energy and pump, because of the tips that we're using, and we're not like overindulging on calories to excess of the point where we're eating till we hate ourselves, right? So have a plan a big Friday workout. If, like I said, if you're on a 4-day split and legs is usually on Thursday and legs is usually like one of the tougher workouts, then use it for Friday. You might be hitting some PRs. If you're not hitting PRs, and if you're just doing the same exact weight or reps or whatnot, that's okay. Like, but the quality of them might feel that much better. So that's number 3A/4. Okay. Now, bonus tip, if you guys do want to kind of like step it up a notch, is you can do this leading up to the day. Okay, so sorry, just doing some quick math. All right. You can start this from right now if you'd like. You can start this from Sunday. But if you want to just kind of be a little bit safer, or like be a little bit on the safe side when it comes to your tracking, or when it comes to having the excess calories, is starting right now or tomorrow or Sunday, you can start by deducting 30 grams of carbs from your day and 5 to 7 grams of fat from your day. So we're still hitting our protein. We're still hitting our protein. Definitely, I could definitely repeat. So you can start starting today or any of the days, but you can start by deducting 30 grams of protein, 30 grams of carbs and 5 to 7 grams of fat per day. So I just did some quick math. And if you were to do this starting Sunday, just deducting 30 grams of carbs and 5 grams of fat, that's an extra 660 calories that you kind of have a leeway for on Thanksgiving, because, you know, matters what happens at the end of the day / end of the week / end of the month, right? So if you do it even just starting Sunday, that's an additional 660 calories that you have to play with. And that being said, you don't have to hit those 660 calories. Like, that just gives you some wiggle room to play with, meaning that, like, hey, if you do kind of like not, you know, maybe have a very high dessert, a very high calorie dessert or whatnot, like, this is going to make up for it a little bit, and or it'll do some damage control. Again, this is not something that you have to do, but if Thanksgiving really worries you, then I would suggest doing that. And Friday, you just go right back to your regular calories and macros. So nothing changes on Friday. You just go back to normal, back to square one. But yeah, this will give you an additional few calories to work with. Let's say if you did it from, let's say Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So if you were to do it starting today, that's an extra almost 1,000 calories that you get to work with. So that's just kind of extra credit if you do want to do that. Doesn't have to be 30 carbs exactly. It could be 20 carbs. And, you know, if 30 carbs is too big of a drop for you, then you could just do like 20 carbs less these next, 4 to 6 days. And it'll still give you some wiggle room to work with on Thanksgiving. So that way, you know, you don't feel as guilty. And even if you do have a little bit higher calorie, because, you know, I'm sure that there's not a lot of like cooking sprays that are cooked with and whatnot during Thanksgiving time, you can, you know, you have some wiggle room and some room to work with when it comes to Thursday's food. And guys, like utilize your if there's turkey left over, utilize that for protein for your leftovers for the next few days, because yeah, it'll save you a bunch of time. Cool. All right, those are the 4 tips that you're going to use going into Thanksgiving. So I'm gonna just like unmute you guys one at a time and ask you what your biggest takeaway is, and or which one you're going to implement going into this week. So Joseph, you're up.
I think I'm going to take your advice and start deducting my macros starting today. I think that's something that I can jump right into and then not feel guilty coming once the holiday comes. So I didn't even think about that. That's actually really, really smart. So I'm going to do that.
Yeah, man. I'm excited. By the way, guys, that's what if you've ever heard people say like carb cycling and whatnot, that's basically what it is.
Okay.
You're just taking carbs from one day and pushing it into another.
Yeah, that's totally cool.
Yeah. Cool, man. Awesome. Cool. All right. Katie, biggest takeaway and or something you're going to implement, or which one of these you're going to implement leading into Thanksgiving?
So the working out hard on Friday, I think I never really thought about that before, of just like, you know what, maybe like double time it or just go like super, super hard. I forgot to say that one of the big wins that I had this week was going up on my weight and like some of my workouts. And so that was, it felt really good. So I don't know. I never really thought about that though. The one about the carb cycling, that's super interesting. I know, because we talk about not doing it like all the time, where we talk about like, can I take these calories and everything? So like making the exception throughout the week to like just really enjoy yourself on Thursday. That sounds like a good idea too.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah, nothing is ever like definite, right? And at the end of the day, it's just like it's kind of a numbers game, but we're also human, and that's the big part of it. So like sometimes people will carb cycle because they feel guilty or they have a really bad day, and then the next day they feel hungry and then they eat more and they're like, all right, well, I'm just going to continue taking more carbs out at the end of the day. And like, before you know, you're starving yourself and you're building bad food habits. So that's why I say like, we don't want to do it always, but like we can use it sparing. Cool, Katie. Awesome. All right, Felicia, biggest takeaway and or something that you are going to be using going into Thanksgiving.
Sure. Biggest takeaway is going to be just that, just being able to, something that I've been pretty like stoked about and often talk about is like, I treat my macros like my bank account. And so just being able to know, like I'm going on vacation. So Thanksgiving, luckily I'm not a big Thanksgiving eater. So like, that's good. And I've actually like not been like drinking at all, like during the week at all, which I can tell has just been like humongous. So I'm going to try to continue on with that cadence. I will continue. I'm going to give myself the 30 grams of carbs and 5 to 7 of fat for the rest of this week. And actually I celebrate Thanksgiving on Friday, the day after Thanksgiving, with my husband.
Another day.
Yeah. So I get another day there. So I'll just do some turkey, which I know has a lot of fat, but I'll just do some turkey and my veggies on regular Thanksgiving. And then splurge-ish on Friday.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. Where are you going? You said you're going on vacation?
No, I'm saying it's like going on vacation,
Oh,
like when you
okay,
like
okay.
save up and then, do it. No, we stay home. We like lock ourselves in and shut off from the world. So
Awesome. Very cool. Awesome. Thank you for sharing. All right, Kim, last but not least, biggest takeaway and something that you're going to be implementing.
I think definitely, obviously I was definitely planning an activity before for sure. Just obviously just makes me feel better and so not lethargic all day.
Yeah.
And then definitely the Friday workout. Just making sure to get my butt out of bed after Thanksgiving shenanigans. So I think that I'm looking forward to actually doing that. And I'm going to probably make t-shirts that say don't deprive but limit so everyone can wear them and we're just all like in sync under what is happening on Thanksgiving.
I love it. That would be awesome. I'd buy. Yeah, by the way, you just reminded me of something. If you guys are going to be going to a gym on Thursday, make sure to go early because they're going to close early. Gyms generally close earlier. Friday, I would
mine is actually closed.
Okay.
If that's the case, then that screws my Thursday then. I'll double check. Have to go there this afternoon, but I felt like it said closed on Thanksgiving, which really is annoying.
Yeah, that's weird because they don't
close.
Their staff doesn't do anything.
No, I know. Okay, I gotta look at that today.
Yeah,
then I don't know what to do. I don't do home workouts.
Yeah, so just move it to a Saturday then, if that's the case. Yeah, I would move it to Saturday unless you really want to do Wednesday, but then you're doing a workout Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. And I mean, that's okay. It's just that now you have Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and it's like shopping weekends typically for people, and it can make you very sedentary during that weekend. Yeah, and then you mentioned, so what was the second thing you mentioned about the workout?
On Friday, looking forward to doing a big one on Friday, where I think I actually, and I don't know if you can like resend it to me, but I usually actually have arms on upper body on Fridays, but I would love to, if you can, or if I guess can just go back in the app, but like those 3 quick leg things that you put on in an extra day, like they were just 3 quick.
Like leg work. Oh yeah.
Yeah. And I know it was like, anyways, that was like easy to tack on top of if I'm doing upper body. There were just like 3 quick leg ones that some sort of workout you had sent me.
Oh, you want me to see if I can
resend it to me because I want to do it. I would do it on Friday, next Friday.
Okay.
Because I have upper body anyways, and I wouldn't mind doing like at the same time.
Tack down.
Yeah. So if your advice is to go big on Friday, then so yeah.
Can you send me a message on the app, please?
Yeah.
I'm gonna write it down, but just to cross all my T's.
Yep.
Cool. Questions, comments, concerns about anything. Doesn't have to be about Thanksgiving right now. Awesome. Do you guys feel prepared going into Thanksgiving?
Yeah.
For sure.
Awesome. I love it. Guys, thank Kim as well, because she's the one that said to do it in a roundtable as opposed to the Q&A on Wednesday. So thank you, Kim, for the suggestion.
You're welcome.
Very helpful. I love that I can, rob Peter to pay Paul.
Right. Don't pay them both and don't rob them both either.
I won't. I'll be good.
Awesome, guys. All right. Great roundtable. Let's finish this week out strong. And then again, we just go, we're going right into the holiday weekend. We're probably going to have a Christmas contest. I don't know. Joseph, you started in January, right? You weren't in here December?
Yes, I did start in January.
Okay, cool. So yeah, we're gonna have like a real results Christmas So, okay, two things. So one is I do want to potentially plan something for like a little Christmas party. That's one. Number two
Cool.
is we're gonna have like a little contest, like a real results Christmas contest, which we did last year, and I think it helped a lot of us get through the new year, as opposed to like instead of gaining weight over the holidays, we actually had a lot of people that lost weight throughout the holidays. So if that's your goal. Cool,
Are you
guys.
doing it in person, or is it going to be Zooming?
What's that?
Your contests and stuff and your Christmas party, is it Zoom?
The contest I would like to do it, or sorry, the party I would like to do it in person. So I just
Okay.
have to think of a place. And
Alicia, go start planning that. You're good at
yeah,
that.
any suggestions? Shoot me some messages.
Yeah, I'd love
'cause I'm
to.
very open to it.
Downtown Ventura.
Yeah, last time we did a couple years ago, we went to I completely forgot the name. Institution in Camarillo.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
Yeah, that's a good big space too.
Yeah, the only thing about it is like it's first come first serve. You can't reserve any tables, so
And
it's
it'll be
like
cold outside too.
yeah. So it's like luckily we got a place inside, but
Mhm.
again it's first come first serve, so we just got lucky. But yeah, just kind of we'll think about it, and then the contest. Yeah, the contest will it's just similar to if you guys were here during summertime, we did like a real results summer challenge, and I'll give you guys more details about that, but that's not via Zoom or anything. That's just like an ongoing throughout the week's challenge. Cool, guys. All right, great roundtable. Feeling the energy, feeling the love. Let's go into this Thanksgiving and dominate. Great job on the weekly
Check it.
challenges.
Oh, ciao.
The weekly
Cool.
challenges. Awesome, guys. Talk later.
Bye.